so we're making awesome progress with the car so far. We've stripped almost everything out of inside the car, especially the front half, because we're going to be replacing most of that. The next step is to finish stripping some of the stuff out of the engine bay and send it off to have the entire front of the chassis replaced. And once that's done, we can pretty much bolt the rest of the car back on again, which shouldn't take too long.
So now we've also removed the firebomb lines as we prepare to rebuild the front of the vehicle as it's been in the collision. Firebomb controls it's literally an extinguisher that goes off like a bomb. So immediately, if there's a fire, the driver can hit a big red switch, and immediately the cabin is filled with extinguishing material. So it covers all points of the car, so that it can't remain on fire, because every moment, every millisecond that it's on fire, you're losing money and adding cost and adding time to repair efforts, because inevitably things are going to go wrong. Brakes are going to catch on fire, engine's going to have issues, and we've got to keep that investment safe, and obviously critically our driver safe.
So the opportunity just came to me because I'd seen the two Nissan NISMOs brought into Australia by Brett Hobson, and both of them racing at the Bathurst 1000 in 2017. And I saw one of them crashed out and had come up for sale. This doesn't happen very often, being so rare in Australia as is. So the opportunity was there to pick it up and move into GT3 category. We've previously been doing Targa racing and been working on cars and race cars and everything like that and building them. And so a lot of people sort of shied away from the opportunity. I asked a lot of people what they thought of it, and they were all scared of even attempting it. And then I just talked to my team and we said, let's give it a shot. And we just feel like it's a good opportunity to get into a different type of car that's not mostly seen in the category. So mostly filled with Audi R8s and Mercedes-Benz. And we could get a bit more of a community around the Nissan NISMOs and the GTR just out there in the GT category racing with an amateur team.
Quite a number of tasks ahead of us, from straightening the frame to rebuilding the subframes, both front and rear, completely essentially stripping the car back to absolute bare, the way it comes out of the assembly line, and essentially rebuilding it from bone stock. I'm looking forward to the experience. I'm passionate about racing, I'm passionate about driving, I'm passionate about people that love this, the community. It's absolutely what keeps us going. Without the community and going to race events, going to see the V8s, going to see the F1s, none of this would happen, because we wouldn't have the drive. The number one drive is people that are passionate about Nissan, passionate about NISMO, and passionate about driving and yeah, the people around it.
Me and Rob actually play ice hockey together, and after a training session one day he dropped me off at my car, and he just managed to drop that he owned a road-going R35 GTR at the time. To which I took shock and awe to realising that, and that very night we actually had a 2-hour conversation at my car before we ended up driving home. And since then we've just been talking non-stop, and Rob and I have both bought multiple cars since then. He's now onto this and I now own a Lotus Elise. And it's just a passion for cars, a passion for driving. It's something that, ever since the day that we reunited and had that massive conversation, it just hasn't stopped. We're still having that same conversation to this day.
There they are. There's your AP Racing pedals, and they actually look really, really cool. And they're dripping oil all over me. Lovely.
What I'm most looking forward to from this project is sort of showing what an amateur team can do in the GT Championship. So we're just a bunch of car enthusiasts that like working on cars, modifying cars, getting to car meets, and just getting around and meeting everyone and doing all that. And yeah, we've been doing some racing, but this is just another whole level of racing for us. And we just want to get out there, see how we can do, prove ourselves out there, and show that it can be done. There's lots of training, sim training, gym training, all that to get us up to, myself and the team, up to the level that we can actually compete at a competitive level.
You got a soul that's awake while you sleep. And you got a soul that's asleep while you're awake.